He or she is 1 minute later trying to sound distressed so the police can come quicker.
What? What?
Karen at it again. It's like they're actresses. They know what to do. They're already acting like, why is she crying now? Why is she crying on the phone? Because you know when a white woman cries, you already know what it means. That means there's problem.
She is on the phone with 911 right now.
She said I'm rude and he's just threatening me
Look.
right now.
Look at her. She said I just threatened her. What threat? What threat did I make towards you?
I'm Elizabeth.
What threat did I make towards you, ma'am? Huh? This is crazy. I've never. I already knew what it was when I first got here, though.
He or she is 1 minute later trying to sound distressed so the police can come quicker.
What? What? What in the world is this, boy? I ain't gonna lie. I've never in my life had to deal with no bullshit like this. Never in my life.
People were asking what's the update, what's up, what happened afterwards. So this particular black creator decided to share what happened. I'm going to put video after this.
How y'all doing? I just want to start off by saying thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Appreciate everybody for reaching out to me. I am okay. I've been getting a lot of comments on my last video, similar to this one, asking about my well-being. I am unharmed. Basically, I'm going to just give y'all a little update about what happened that day. So basically, I'm an HVAC technician. I'm contracted out daily to go to different people's homes. I clean air ducts, I clean furnaces, air conditioning units, dryer vents, good stuff like that around your homes. That day, I was contracted to go out to her home by her and her husband. They wanted their air ducts cleaned. So right off bat, I pull up to the home, I grab a few pieces of equipment out my van, then I eventually enter the home. As soon as I enter the home, the woman is standing by the door. She greets me at the door. She doesn't tell me her name or anything. I introduce myself. I let her know what I'm there for. If she could show me certain parts of the home that I'll need to know about in order to do my job. So she was the only one there. Her husband was at work, so automatically knew to be as gentle as possible. I am a stranger coming into your home at the end of the day. You're by yourself, so I already knew how to approach the scene with her. As I'm talking to her for the first time, I'm already picking up a bad energy from her. She's giving me a bland stare as I'm explaining to her the things that I'll need to do around the home and the things that I'll need to access. She would periodically cut me off as I was trying to explain certain things to her. So I eventually asked her to see her utility room. That's where I would end the cleaning by cleaning her furnace. She kind of turned towards me and looked like, why do I need to show you that room? Like, why do you need to go down there? That's when I then explained to her, I would end the cleaning there. So she kind of slowly walked down. That's when she, showed me where the room was in the basement. So as soon as she shows me the utility room, I instantly start my work to inspect the furnace. I take the furnace door off. I pull my phone out, start taking inspection photos just to show her, make sure nothing needs an extra cleaning in the furnace, make sure everything is working properly. So as I'm about to begin my work in the utility room, she's literally right over my shoulder. She's not leaving my side. She's watching everything that I'm doing. She then asked me, they let me do a job like this? And that's when I kind of turned towards her, like, what does that mean? Like, I'm confused on what you're asking me. So I kind of giggled that off. I'm there to make the money. I'm really not trying to talk to you. So it was an awkward silence at that moment because I already kind of could pick up what type of time she was on. So I was just trying to do my job and get out of there. So I'm trying to continue to take these photos. I can hear her over my shoulder. She's going in and out of her foreign language and English. Her English side, I kept hearing, how long have I been doing the job? Do I know what I'm doing? Stuff like that. I'm going to continue the story in part 3. So as she's asking me these questions, I am answering them. I'm being professional, being polite as possible. Basically let her know that, yes, I am a trained professional. I know what I'm doing here. I then go to flick her through the photos that I just took in her furnace. That's when she looks at me and she then claims that the photos that I was showing her weren't photos of her home. So as she said this, I kind of stopped and I'm looking at the photos like I'm confused on what you mean. I literally just took these photos. You're watching me take the photos, you know? But hey, me being the professional that I am, I go down and I retake the same photos so she can see me take the photos, clearly take them in her furnace, and show her those photos again. She then goes on a little rant, basically saying she doesn't trust me. She doesn't think that I'm going to do a good job in her home, and that she was going to call her husband. Now, once she said this, I was already at the edge of I'm not going to do the cleaning in her home because she was basically labeling herself as a problematic customer. Didn't want to create another problem by doing the cleaning and she call in later about something just to try to get a refund or even get me fired. So at this point, she's not letting me talk. She's basically trying to talk over me, cutting me off every time. So at that point, I mean, you're being problematic. So I let her know I'm not going to do the cleaning there. I'm going to give my office a call. They should be contacting you and you guys can go from there. But as for now, I'm going to pack all my equipment and I'm going to leave. So as I'm packing my equipment, I start making my way upstairs to leave her home. She's following right behind me, literally on my back, basically on the back of my heels. She's so close to me. Threatening to call her husband, yelling at me, saying all sorts of things. As I'm walking through the garage, I hear her yell that she's going to call the police. Now, I know if someone calls the police on you and you leave the scene before they arrive, that's basically you fleeing the crime scene. So I let her know if you call the police, then I'm going to stay. I'm going to wait for them. I then start to record. So after the recording, I was just in shock. Like, I didn't know what just happened. I was literally standing outside in a blizzard. So I got in my van, watching my surroundings, waiting on the police to show up. I didn't know what type of police unit was going to show up just by how she was acting on the phone, making it seem like I was causing harm to her or something. So I was honestly scared. So luckily, it was only 2 officers that showed up. They came to defuse the situation, basically asked me to leave the premises. They did take down some information. Before I was about to leave, the officer that went up to her and got her side of the story actually came up to me on her behalf to see if I was willing to stay and do the cleaning, but I simply declined. This also happened in Golden Valley, Minnesota. So I stay in Minnesota, and that's where this incident took place. So that's what happened. I do want to thank you guys once again. Appreciate the love and support that you guys have been showing me. This will not be the last that you guys will see of me. Let's end racism together. Peace.
She still has the audacity to still tell him to do his job after the whole act she put together. I'm going to post pictures of what people think about this particular video.
She is on the phone with 911 right now.
He said I'm rude and he's just threatening me.
Yesterday I stitched that video saying it is particularly egregious when a person of color does that to a black man because we should know better. And furthermore, I hoped that the police either didn't show up or if they did, that they charged her with falsely reporting a crime. Because in the state of New York, ever since the infamous Central Park dog walker situation, that has become recognized as a hate crime. And not surprisingly, the video was removed for a CGV. Even though I had appealed it successfully twice during the day, it was permanently removed this morning, and again, I'm not surprised on this platform. But there were a couple more things that I wanted to say about it. First, people in the comments were asking if the caller is Asian and the person she's calling about is black, then why am I saying that that has to do with white supremacy? Isn't that just an Asian woman being racist towards a black person? Yes, it is an Asian woman being racist towards a black person. However, the reason why I say that she is aligning herself with white supremacy is because she chose to weaponize a systemically racist system, policing, against a black person. And if our policing system wasn't systemically racist, then she wouldn't have placed that call, because only in a systemically racist system would anybody think to call 911 because a black person called them rude. So that's why it's aligning herself with white supremacy. Second, some commenters took issue with the fact that I referred to the caller as a woman of color because they feel that Asian people are white. Asian people are not white. I have always openly acknowledged the white adjacency that some Asian Americans receive in white supremacy culture because Asian Americans are used as a wedge to oppress the black community. And a lot of my work involves urging Asian Americans to not align with whiteness and white supremacy culture because doing so ultimately hurts black, brown, indigenous, and people of color. But we experience racial discrimination and systemic racism. This is particularly true for Asian American men. And if that were not the case, we would not be scapegoated for illness and economic crisis and loss of opportunity for white people. But I do understand that our experience is different from other people's experience, which is why on my page, I always ask people to distinguish between Black, Indigenous, and people of color.
Trying to sound distressed so the police can come quicker.
They really need to start doing something about these people that call and make these fake ass calls. And it needs to be a worser charge than just a falsified call. It needs to be attempted murder, honestly, because they know exactly what they're doing. She started breaking out into hysterics. They know how the cops treat us, and they're doing this, and they know damn well it could result in an unaliving. So start charging them for attempted murder. Literally, I'm so sick of seeing this shit. These people know exactly what they're doing, regardless of race. Same thing with the man who called the police on his little girl neighbor and said it was a woman. But they've been neighbors for years. These people know exactly what they're doing, and they're criminals.
There is so much I want to say to this. This is my 4th time trying to make this video. White women, what the actual... Can we stop doing this shit? It's 2023. Can we please stop with the fake fucking tears? Like, what the... That man, when... He was doing his fucking job. He wasn't anywhere near her raggedy ass. And she crying on the phone, and then all of a sudden break down out of nowhere and start acting like she's scared. That man, what, did you see the look on his face? Like, complete disbelief that this was even happening to him. This should not be happening. It is 2023. White women, pull your heads out of your ass. You are not, what's the bitch's name? Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. That's the problem with a lot of you white females. You act like you fucking, oh, Southern Belle, oh, woe is me. Oh, this black man looked at me. Over it. So fucking what? The man's doing his job. Can we please leave black people alone in 2023? And I'm going to put this out in the universe, and I pray to all the gods in existence that just once, I wish a Karen would in front of me. I wish a fucking Karen would in front of me. I'm so tired of seeing video after video of white women with whatever the fuck you want to call it, performance, bullshit, playing the victim. Really, white women? Really? That's what you want to, like, deteriorate us to? We some fucking pussy around crying? Can't pull ourselves together because we're so scared. Are you serious? I don't know who the fuck is you. I wasn't raised like that. Now, I was raised a lot of ways that were wrong. Don't get me, I had to decolonize and unindoctrinate some shit. But I damn sure am not going to be caught standing there crying like a little bitch. For what? The man was doing his job. You know how fucking stupid you look? You know how ridiculous? And you wonder why black women have such a fucking issue with white women. Because this type of shit gets their men killed. This type of shit is what gets their men locked up. White women doing stupid shit like this. White women can be absolutely fucking detrimental to the black community. I'm sick and tired of seeing this shit. Bitch, do it in front of me the next time. Please. Please. Please do it in front of me. I'm ready.
What? She was on the phone with 911. If you were a 911 operator and a woman called you and said that a black male was there threatening her and then started reacting like that, what would you think was going on? What would you think was happening to that woman in that moment? And you may see that and be like, well, what did he do? What did he say? He called her rude. That's what he did. That was the extent of the interaction before she threatened to call police and tell them that he threatened her. And as proof, I showed you the second half of the video first. From what I've seen, that woman is Asian, but her tears are all white. That is 101 out of the playbook of white woman tears. And shit like that leads to shit like this. She is a person of color, living the American dream. And apparently, that includes weaponizing the police against a black man. I saw that and I was super concerned because he hadn't posted any video after that. And I didn't know if he had posted that one before police arrived. Fortunately, he was in the comments saying he was okay. But you heard that. That could have gone very, very wrong for him.
So yeah, this channel is for educational and commentary purposes. If you have anything to say, you can put it down in the comment section. Please make it respectfully. Any opinion is accepted in this channel. Hi guys, my name is Maria Davis. I'm a content creator based in Lagos, Nigeria. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video if you find it helpful. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.